Hello everyone. Today's lecture is going to be very exciting because we are going to discuss one of the major application of diode. Before starting to this topic, I will like to request you all please subscribe my channel if you guys haven't done it so far. Okay, so we are going to talk about rectifiers today. So rectifier is a device which convert alternating current into direct current, and it do it by letting voltage or current flow only in one direction. So let's see how rectifier do this. So there are majorly two type of rectifier: half wave rectifier and full wave rectifier. And the full wave rectifier even have two type: a full wave rectifier and a bridge rectifier. So let's start with a half wave rectifier. The half wave rectifier contains only one diode with it. What we are doing here is that we have used a transformer which is doing the stepping down of voltage for us. It is a step down transformer. Usually you have seen that the voltage we are using at our home is 110 AC or 220 AC depending upon the country. However, the DC voltage we use for domestic purpose is only 5 volt for your cell phone charger and most of the appliances, and in some cases like for your laptops or different heavy equipment, the DC voltage ranges from 9 voltage to 18 volt. So on the basis of your need, you select a transformer. So for example, if you're going to design a power supply for up to 9 voltage, you can use a step down transformer of 12 volt. And if you want to generate a higher voltage, for example if you want to make an 18 volt DC supply, so you can use 24 volt transformer. So let's see how our half wave rectifier work. So we all know that a diode can only conduct electricity in one direction. So what happen here is, when there is a positive cycle came at diode input, it's pass through it and give you its output. However, when there is a negative cycle, so the negative cycle in the negative cycle the current flow through this direction. We all know about the direction of current, that for the positive side it flow from, if it is flowing from A to B, so for negative cycle the current will flow from B to A in the AC circuit. As the diode only conduct electricity in one direction, hence there would be no voltage at the output. And again, when there is a positive cycle, it again appear at the output. Hence you will get the output something like this. So it's a half wave cycle, then a gap, then again a half wave cycle, and then again a gap. So you can see that the voltage appearing at the output side is now unidirectional, but there is a gap in between, so the voltage is not continuous. However, in DC we have a straight line. How we accommodate that? Usually we accommodate it by using a capacitor. We place a capacitor with the load. Hence, when the positive cycle came, it not only appear at the output but also charge our capacitor. And when there is no voltage at the output, or the voltage go below the voltage of capacitor, the capacitor support the output, and so, something like that, a voltage dropping at your load. And as soon as again the positive cycle came, it again charge the capacitor and appear at the output. Let me repeat what I am saying is that I have installed a capacitor here. When there is a positive charge cycle, it appear at the output. At the same time, it also charge the capacitor. So as positive cycle start decreasing, at that point capacitor has the more voltage, so it start supplying voltage to the load. The load work like this. This is your load, this is capacitor, and as for example, let's suppose the voltage stored in the, or the charges stored in the capacitor is 9 volt. So as soon as the voltage goes below 9 volt, at that point the negative side of the diode is at higher side, and this side, for example, let's suppose it's 8.1, it's at lower side. So diode become reverse biased and the load is supported by the capacitor, and hence the load got supply from capacitor, and as it supplies the current or charges to the load, the capacitor start discharging, and till the time it discharge, again you got the another positive cycle. So how it look like? So if this is your cycle, what happen here is that as 9 volt appear, the capacitor start working, and then the positive cycle came, and then again. So the output you get from a capacitor is something like this is not even much smooth, but using correct capacitors you can smooth this voltage. However, the output of the half wave rectifier is only 40 to 41%. Why? Because you are not only reducing 50% of the voltage here, but also diode has a drop, some drop around it. So for example, if the voltage you're having here is equal to V naught, the output would be V naught minus 0.7. So the voltage will always be 0.7 volt less than the input voltage. So it would be something like this. So this part is the loss you are getting from the half wave rectifier and also the negative cycle. So to get the better power output, there is another type of rectifier which is normally known as bridge rectifier. There is also a full wave rectifier which contains two diodes, but we will not go to in the detail of that amplifier because it is not commonly used. For that you need a diode transformer with three outputs. So let's see how a bridge rectifier works. So you can see that there in the bridge rectifier there is the diode which are arranged in the weight stone bridge type phenomena. That's why it's called bridge rectifier. So when there is a positive cycle, I have already highlighted it with the red color, and the negative cycle I have highlighted with the blue color. So when there is a positive cycle, current flow from this direction. So when it came at this point, it only point this diode in forward bias and this diode in the reverse bias condition. Hence the current flow from this diode and it appear at the load and return from the load to the this side. Now again it have two options, this one and this one, but and both you can see are in forward bias condition, but however the voltage at this point and this point is same. Hence for current to flow through the diode you need the voltage drop of 0.7 volt. As there is not a voltage difference, hence the current cannot flow through this diode and it will flow through this diode, and current flow through it and appear at this point. So for the positive cycle, current came here, then to this diode, then it goes to the load and return to this side and pass through this diode and back to the ground. Similarly, when negative cycle appear, the current enter through this side because the cycle has reverted, so the current also reverted. Again it have two diode, however this diode now will work as reverse biased and this diode will work as forward bias, and the current appears through this. If you guys have noticed that in both cases the flow of current is this. Let's see it again. What's happening is, when positive cycle came, it passed through this and appear in this direction of the load, and when current also coming from this way, it again finding this diode in the forward biased condition and this in the reverse biased, and when it appear at this point, this is reverse biased, and it again took this path and the direction of current is same, and now it returned to the circuit, to completed circuit, and now it found this one, it went to this way and complete the circuit. As the current or the flow of current is unidirectional, so output appears to be unidirectional. You can see that the negative cycle at this point appeared positive because of the composition or the symmetry of the diode. Again, there are the ripples which you can see, and this is not a continuous voltage, so we again add capacitor in this circuit, and you can see in the picture below that by adding capacitor here, we are providing a capacitor to get charge, and when the voltage start dropping, capacitor support the load, and you get output something like, which still have ripples but less than the one we have created through half wave rectifier. Also, it has a power of around 90%, because here we are not losing this cycle, however we are making it positive. So it might be appear, for example, the voltage range could be around, let's suppose that we use 12 volt step down transformer, and each diode has 0.7 volt drop, and voltage is passing through two diodes, the current is passing through two diodes, so the total voltage drop is 1.4 volt. So what would be the output voltage? Output voltage would be equal to V in minus 1.4 voltage. So if the voltage is 12 volt at the end, output voltage would be around 10.4 voltage at max. Hence you can create a 9 volt DC supply with it very easily, and if you try to get a power supply more than that, it will not be created for better. So what we will do, how we get a unidirectional voltage, we will use a Zener diode. Zener diode come in different specification. The Zener diode come with a voltage drop of 5 volt, it come with a voltage drop of 9 volt, 12 volt. So you can use a Zener diode of your required specification, and based on your output voltage required, you select a transformer. So as I said that for 12 volt transformer, the transformer which has the output of 12 volt, you cannot get a power supply of more than 9 volt. So if you need above that, you need to use a voltage or transformer with a greater power supply. So you can see that 1.4 is a drop of voltage diode only, and there are internal losses too. So you usually use our transformer of around 2 to 3 volt higher than what output you need. So if you want to create a power supply of 12 volt, it is recommended that you use 15 volt transformer or 18 volt transformer. So this is one of the basic example of diode which we use, and that's all for today's lecture. If you guys have any information, or if you guys want to share something, please feel free to add. Thank you.